Hi, welcome to another flute review, where we're going to be taking a much closer look at a huge flute from my collection. This beast is a Falcon Flute made by Dana Ross. I'll put all of the contact information and everything down below this video in the description area. This is the hardest flute that I own to play. The finger spacing is huge. And it is, I have to kind of stretch. I have kind of short little fingers, and I have to kind of stretch my hands out pretty well to be able to do this. It has, if you can see here, it has kind of detents at each finger hole. And I believe that is his design to try to help you get those holes centered under your fingers, I believe is his intention behind that. It also reduces the wall thickness, so it has to do with hole size, finger hole size, and things like that. It does have a very, very large finger hole right here. And I do struggle a little bit with getting the holes completely sealed, even using the flat part of my fingers as much as I can. It's just, for me, this is not the most comfortable hole layout, but I make it work. Beautiful, beautiful flute. It's made from Alaskan Yellow Cedar for the main wood. He uses a 2-piece routed design, and it has a huge 2-inch bore. Gigantic. This is in the key of low. I call it a bass. Some people call them a Contra Bass flute. This is low, low bass D, as in dog. Raised nest. The flue is in the flute body. His kind of signature bird there, or block, with the tail. It has the let's see, the wall to separate chambers is about here. So most flute makers would put a side blow, if they use it, somewhere around this area, which for me, that would work pretty well. This is kind of canted back a little bit, which I love that design. It's kind of hard to see. I'll try and show it at this angle. So if you look at this is the top of the flute, this is kind of canted back a little bit to make it, I think, easier to reach instead of tilting the flute or having to tilt your head up over the flute, things like that. This makes it very comfortable reach-wise for that. And I have to kind of bring the flute up. Miking the flute, you have to put a microphone, up around this area to record with, which is, it feels a little weird, but it works. I just love this flute and the tone of it. This was made in 2019, and Dana did make this for me. It was a special order. The accents and everything are Spanish cedar, and he's got a plug up here so that it's easier to air things out. Also, you could switch and use this as the mouthpiece. It's a little bit long for me. Or use the lower mouthpiece. And quite honestly, for me, I would love one in between, but that's okay. This one's a little bit, I bring my arms up more than I feel that I should be. It works, and it works fine. And it also has a plug up here, and I don't think there's any way I'd be able to play the flute in that position. Just saying. Don't think so. But it's good to air out everything, to get the moisture out, to air it out easily. 2-inch bore. The wall thickness is probably 3/16. I haven't measured. The true sound hole width looks to be about 1/2 inch, and it's about 3/8 of an inch long. There is no chimney, as on any of his flutes. It has a nice flat face on the block itself. Just a beautiful, beautiful voice on this. And here it is. Coming down, the fundamental note can be a little bit sensitive. It tends to want to slightly break when I bring all of my fingers down. And that might be partially because of just my finger spacing and the way my fingers work. I might be getting just a very, very slight leak sometimes when I'm doing that. So it's probably my fault. Love those low flutes. This one I do have to kind of prepare myself a little bit to play. Gorgeous flute. It has burned rings. It also has a band up here. I'm not sure what the material is in between the cap, the top cap, and the flute body up here at the slow air chamber. 4 burned rings there, 3 here, 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 and here, just for accents and everything. Gorgeous, beautifully made flute, immaculate workmanship, and what a voice. Oh, I love this thing. Heavenly, heavenly. Falcon Flutes by Dana Ross. Again, all the contact information is going to be down in the description area. He makes, I think, some of the best valued flutes and the best sounding flutes, best playing flutes available today. My flute collection it represents a lot of flute makers. Again, I'll list how many down in the description. Right off the top of my head, I don't remember. This represents a lot of different flute makers, but I think Falcon Flutes is one of the ones that I have that represent the most flutes, percentage-wise, along with probably High Spirits flutes. And High Spirits flutes, I have a lot of their little tiny flutes, for example. I do like the way that their smaller flutes, what they call their Kestrel series, or used to call their Kestrel series. I like those for accents and things like that in some of my music videos. And so I have a lot of them below mid-A, for example. A lot of everything that was represented from High Spirits, I have one of their flutes in. But Falcon Flutes, I have probably more of theirs than anybody else's, except for possibly High Spirits. Beautiful flutes, beautiful sounds, beautiful playability. Check them out. They're awesome. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell down there when you subscribe so that you can be notified the next time I post a video, whether it be an in-depth flute review of something from my collection. It could be a music video featuring and having the Native American style flute as kind of the centerpiece in my music, whether it be solo playing or in conjunction with other instruments. Could be modern style instruments, could be the rab type drum or tongue drum. I love the tone of the rab drums with the Native American style flutes. Guitars, keyboards, drums of all types, things like that. Could be tutorials on how to play these wonderful instruments. I do have one on some bass flutes and how to get ready to play those if you're not used to them yet and you're more used to some of the smaller mid-range flutes. Thank you again for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.